house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How y'all doing, baby? It's Thursday. It's Thursday. We damn near made it through this whole damn week. Hell, it turned out. Okay, well, we'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, first one to jump in was Dwayne Twizzle, followed by Susan Greenland, Irene Lambert. Thank you, baby. Bunny Griffin. Hi, darling. Ask Donna. Ask Donna is here. New to this, and yeah, Trudy Baxter and Vernon Salone. I get so tickled, really. Our own Bravo chick is in the room. I get so tickled because sitting here watching this all start up and everything, I want y'all to know just how much I enjoy seeing y'all greet each other in this room. It just lightens my heart. David Ritchie's here, Nancy Halverson, Randy Peterson. Whoo! Cold Pig is coming. It is indeed, but not today. Not tomorrow, but yeah, it's coming. And yeah, so get ready for it, baby. We're going to get real cold down here. The rest of the country is already facing this shit. I don't know how y'all are some brave people up there. Anyway, Nancy Halverson, where was Kelly Roberts was here, Jan Morgan, Bravo, I already said that. Dwayne Twizzle's here again. Lord in heaven, any 420 man from the West. There you go. Christina Sanchez, Jim, 675, baby. Anyway, anything happened today? Boy, had a shit. Yeah, we had a little excitement today, starting with Jack Smith, his testimony in front of the committee today. Whoo, yeah. Republicans, I don't think they enjoyed that too much. I really don't. They wanted to talk about everything except the investigation into Trump. They wanted to pull up all sorts of bullshit. I got to see most of it, and yeah, he came out smelling like a rose. I'm sorry. And the other big story today was Trump's big speech at Davos, man. I mean, he laid it out and he pointed people out and named them by name and just really racked them over the coals. We're going to get Greenland and all of that shit. Then they went behind closed doors. And all of a sudden, Donnie comes out a changed man. We have a deal. We have a concept of a deal, and evidently it involves that we have access to Greenland. We can put as many military bases in there, as many troops as we want in there. We can do all the stuff we've been doing all along. He got shit. He got nothing. The whole damn thing about Greenland was just a pile of shit, a shitstorm to take up space, I guess. But I don't know what happened behind closed doors, but from the time he gave that hour-long speech up there till the time we saw him come out the doors from behind the curtains, his demeanor had changed. He got, I think the European Union just stood up to him and said, kiss off, asshole. We're not going to roll over and just give you Greenland. We're ready to go to war. What do you want to do? And Taco Donnie is exactly what he's known for. Anyway, it was an interesting day in the news, to say the least. But yeah, that's why we're here, to discuss it all. Anyway, Hi, Miss Chick. How are you?
Oh, I'm okay.
Oh, that didn't sound too enthusiastic.
Yeah, well, I made it home, so there's that.
Oh, Lord. Is it the weather?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I swear I feel bad for y'all. I do. I've seen the weather
But
reports. It's just,
I
it's
can take
brutal.
snow and I can take, a certain amount of wind and I can take a certain amount of cold, but all at once. I mean, it was the last mile and a half home, I could only see about 10 feet in front of me.
Boy, howdy shit.
And
That's,
that's a little nerve-wracking when you realize I can see the where there was a guardrail. I could see the guardrail, so I'm where
ah,
I'm supposed to be, if not hugging the shoulder. And there's people coming at me. It's like, dude, you're over the center line.
damn.
I
Nope,
don't have any room to move.
nope, nope, nope. Don't
Oh
want no
Lord.
part of that. Hey, before we get started, I almost forgot here for a minute because it's sitting right in front of me. I got mail.
Oh, you
I
got
got
mail.
mail. I got mail.
Yeah.
I got mail from Bunny Griffin out in Louisville, Kentucky. She sent me a beautiful little card, and she included a nice $20 gift in there. And she said what a lot of people say, and I really don't get it. But she wanted to thank me for everything that I do for the Blue Dot family. And she had sent me a Christmas card, but it got returned. Anyway, I found out that Bunny Griffin and Jamie B, who is in the chat, are sisters. So put that in my little brain and
Also,
file it away. But Bunny, thank you very much. I appreciate the card more than anything else, baby. That's what I look forward to is opening that mailbox and seeing something in there. And I mean, besides the
there.
notice
See,
that I,
somebody put a smile on your face
yeah,
today.
well, it was right next to the red notice of I got to pay the post
So,
office box rent. you know, it's late when the notice is red. Oh
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate those
Anyway,
reps.
let me thank Scott Bryant who came in with a $2 donation and said, "Oh, stock up on food, seeds, and ammo." Boy, howdy shit. It's a scary thought, but let's hope it doesn't come to that. But
Oh
boy, howdy
yeah.
shit.
This cat is just a terror tonight. Stop it.
Well, really, you got one that's
Oh, he's
being
running across the keyboard and just attacking things on the
shit.
table.
Wants attention. That's what that
If
is.
you hear me scream, it's not anything you
Nah.
guys did. It's just a cat.
Oh hell.
Oh. But there's been all
Anyway,
sorts of stuff going on.
there is. It's been a busy day.
Well, yeah, and all over, of course. And of course, getting back to Jack Smith, of course he's the only adult in the room, and I'm including the Democrats in that too. He was the adult in that room today,
I think he
which
always,
he usually is.
yes, that's what I was fixed to say. He's usually the one. Yeah, he stood his
Yeah.
ground. He gave the facts. They didn't much like it.
Yeah. But in the meantime, elsewhere in the world, there's a new thing going on in Minneapolis, possibly. I don't know. One of the elementary schools, Sullivan Elementary, sent out a notice to their parents that said, "Hello, Sullivan families. We've learned that ICE is sending out flyers offering food support to families. For your safety, do not respond to these offers. If your family is in need of support, please contact the school and we will connect you with one of our school social workers. Thank you." So they're concerned it's some kind of trap. Oh,
It's concern. It's bait. They're
yeah,
fishing.
bait. Because
They're
people are
fishing.
afraid to go out, and that's a whole nother story that I'm not going to do that one. I'll do that one in the blue room. But what people are going through to try and get things they need when they can't leave their homes.
In the
Oh,
middle of a weather catastrophe like we're having now.
yep,
Yep.
yep. And let's
Don't
see
look
what
for a
else
heart.
happened. Oh, and at Davos, I can't watch. I just can't. I can't watch the whole thing. But I did pick up on a little bit of some of it from the clips and the after comments. And I know this is about like the financial elite get together and talk about economy and all that fun stuff or whatever.
All right.
At least part of it is. And does he think it's another boardroom presentation? He had some kind of thing there to show them exactly what could be done with Gaza. I mean, like a drawing, and it looked like, any resort on the Mediterranean kind of thing with hotels and things in the front. And,
Yeah.
we can make these beautiful areas here, these lovely living areas, and la la la. And I'm like, did you just trip your hand there, dude? Yeah. Your peace deal to take over a property, and none of those beautiful homes are going to have a single Palestinian in them.
Yeah, no. Their plans don't include Palestinians.
Not at all.
Not in that way.
Ugh.
So,
Make me
and that's,
sick.
yeah. Hey, but Netanyahu's going to be on the board of peace. So,
And the House narrowly
Go.
passed the DHS appropriations bill funding ICE. 220 to 207 with 7 Democrats. Do we name them? Jared
Yeah.
Golden, Marie Glausenkamp Perez, Henry Cooler, I don't know. Tom Sozzi, Laura Gillen, Don Davis, and Vicente Gonzalez joining Republicans in
Join the
support.
Republicans.
While
Boy,
the
howdy
lone
shit.
GOP no vote came from Thomas Massey.
Really?
Yep. Gotta keep our eye on him. He's been doing a little bit of
howdy
that.
shit.
And has anybody not seen the photograph that's been going around of the little 5-year-old from Minneapolis?
The one
With
that was
The one with
arrested?
the officer holding onto his backpack in the back.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it.
He's just an adorable little 5-year-old. And he's got his little Stitch hat on, it's just. But they're now in Texas somewhere, John. He and his father supposedly, because I never believe anything,
Yeah.
are
They've
now
been
being
disappeared.
detained in the South Texas Family Residential Center.
Yeah. Probably not
Yeah.
far from me. Probably not far
Probably
from
not.
me.
No, maybe you should go
We have
visit.
several
See if
of
they
them
need
down
you.
here. And it's
Yeah.
heartbreaking. Yeah. I heard that the first they arrested the little 5-year-old.
Well, they didn't really arrest him. They used him as
No, they
bait
didn't arrest
to
him.
get his dad.
Yeah.
Is what they
Yeah.
did. They went to the preschool or whatever and picked up the little kid so his dad would show up.
Boy, howdy shit.
Is what they did. Yeah.
You wonder why we have people in the street.
Gum. And Friday, tomorrow, is the Minneapolis ice out protest. Businesses and residents plan to ice out protest Friday, closing shops and halting work, school, and shopping to oppose recent immigration and enforcement action.
Good. I don't think they'll get the message, but good for them for trying.
Yeah,
I don't know what's gonna.
we have to be in the
them to their
streets. We
senses.
literally have to be in the streets, I think.
Yeah. And in weather like this, boy howdy. I honor everybody that's out there in the street in this kind of shit. What determination, I'm telling you.
Yeah. And speaking of Minnesota,
I'm so proud of them.
Amy Klobuchar filed the paperwork required to run for Minnesota governor.
Amy Klobuchar is going to run for governor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, boy
That
howdy.
would be great. That would be great.
Yeah, I would think so.
Because Tim Walz declined to seek re-election.
Yeah, she would be a good replacement.
Yeah.
Got experience, huh?
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, is there good news? Is there any good news? I'm looking for good news.
Well,
Cancer Society showed U.S. cancer survival rates have climbed to a record 70%, living at least 5 years post-diagnosis, which that's good.
That's great news.
Used to be,
that's great news. We're not there, but we're climbing.
Diagnosis used to be a death-gnosis, is what it was, but yeah.
It's progress, baby. And we got to take what little we get.
Yeah.
You
know. Anyways, if you bring up the Thunder from Down Under, ask him about that shooting they had. I didn't quite get that whole story. They had a shooting in Australia.
Really?
Or an attempted shooting, maybe.
Let me find out about that. First, let me thank Yelly Man, who came in with a 50 Norwegian krone donation and said, Trump is suffering from dementia. The speech in Davos was shocking. He called Greenland 4 times and was unable. He called Greenland 4 times and was unable to read from the teleprompter. Yeah, he called Greenland Iceland 4 times.
Yeah, he's been doing that.
Yeah, because it doesn't mean it's ice. It's a land. It's ice. It's green. You know, who cares? When you look at it, it's ice. So it's Iceland. It's in his book. So don't expect any, great wisdom out of his ass. He barely knows where the shit he is. Anyway, you were talking about thunder from down under. Let's hear it. Dave, what's up, buddy?
Oh, guys, Mr. Chick, hi, family. Look, I haven't been around for, I think this is the 4th show since, I think it was 4 shows ago I think I was on.
Yeah, been a while,
And
buddy.
I just had to chill out from all this because there was a period of so much happening with this meeting of the filthy rich, and what's going on with Gaza, and Jared Kushner coming out saying going to put skyscrapers there, and it's just so much bullshit has been exposed. Jack Smith coming out and the people hearing from Jack Smith, which is very powerful, one might say.
It is.
He commands a lot of power when he talks because he talks with knowledge and with evidence and can back up everything he says.
He's saying. Yep. Yeah. They tried to stay away
So
from
Trump
that as much
puts-
as possible.
So Trump puts out another fire that he started with the whole Greenland thing. I mean, all these leaders, European leaders, took him backstage, I'm sure, and said, listen here, boy, this
Something
is how
happened.
the real world works.
Something
Because
happened.
you say that NATO has got nothing, you've got nothing out of NATO. NATO is not a business. It's a security thing. It's a trust thing. It's a prevent World War
Not to
III
mention
thing.
the only time Article 5 of the NATO Charter has ever been invoked was after 9/11, and they came to our defense, and he keeps saying, well, NATO never did nothing for us, because he's a fucking dumbass, because he doesn't know, and because he doesn't care. That's what's so
exactly
irritating.
what he was told. I believe that's what he was reminded of. I mean, one of the European leaders did say to him face to face on camera that you think that NATO would not come to your aid if America went to war. And I mean a genuine war. I don't think he was saying a flippant war like Greenland, but if America is seriously under attack, and he said we would. And Trump's face just dropped because Trump had no fucking answer. You know, he couldn't say, oh, we've put $5 trillion into NATO over 100 years or whatever it may be. You know, we've got nothing back, because it's not a nothing back thing. It's not give us 100 million, we give you interest on that. What the fuck, you know? And he's been educated, mate. And I really do feel
Nothing
he's going to
sunk in,
shut
though.
up about NATO. He's got nothing
I
he can
think he's
do.
going to start
But
backing down. This was the first real big time that we have seen him just utterly within hours from his big speech opening up there at Davos and rattling on, calling people out by name and shit, to the time he walked out of that meeting back there and said, we have a concept of a plan.
Man.
Yeah, what?
The press interview in front of the camera, he come out of that
Yes.
meeting, a busted man,
like a
but he
deer in
still
the
got
headlight.
in front of the camera, and he still said, we saved you from fucking speaking German. Well, that's the national fucking language, I think, over in
I'm
Sweden or
telling
whatever it
you,
may
he's
be.
ignorant. He's ignorant.
That was World War fucking II, and it was a world war, not just America versus Germany and Japan. It was a fucking every nation, Commonwealth, Asian, American, we fought a war together. So
He doesn't get it, Dave. He doesn't understand
he's
it.
got no
He could give
fucking
two
idea, and I
shits
think
about it.
he hurt
Suckers
himself
and
with
losers,
this.
baby. That's what he thinks of the people that go to war. They're the dumb
But-
ones, the stupid ones. The
There's
suckers,
something
the
else that
losers.
sticks to my craw. There's something else that's really, and I
Let it
don't
go.
want to
Let it
take
go,
other
Dave.
people's time,
Let
but
it go, babe.
this No, this thing that he come out and said that he was now very upset about Miss Good being killed because her father was a tremendous Trump supporter. Now it was about him. It was about fucking him. He turned that
That's
whole
what it's
thing
always. He doesn't give shit about unless it involves his name. He could give two fucks about it. It doesn't matter about it whether it's Renee Good or anybody else, unless it glorifies his name.
You know how we describe NATO as being, we fucking put so much in, we got nothing out. Let me tell you, Trump, if you want to know about a NATO-type your accusation sort of country, look at fucking Israel. Because Israel has been a burden on America for fucking years. It's lived off you with donations from your country. It's giving its people universal health care. And it's going to war and threatening other nations with your fucking military as their big brother. You know, well, fucking Iran, yeah, fucking punch Iran, or start. Goes back to the fucking. What about the Suez War? They started the fucking Suez. They invaded Egypt. They made a fucking mess of that.
Dave's on the roll, baby.
You know, Israel is
storing this up, brother.
Mate, there's so much shit.
There you go. Because that's his game, to pile up and chip on top of shit. One story after another, keep you fucking upset about so many things. That's what Venezuela was about. That's what Greenland was about. Whatever, just throw some news out there. Get something off the Epstein shit.
You know, it's fucking only been a year, but it's been the longest decade of my life.
I mean, to tell you, yes, you're right. I feel the same way. It's only been a year. Jesus, why does it feel like 10? You know, because yeah. If
the military take up arms against the American people, they are no more a militia, but they are no more than mercenaries, militia, illegal militia, guns for hire. They are fascist fighters.
That's going to be a line right there, Dave. If he.
That's what I'm concerned about, because I'm seeing the Black Panthers. Black Panthers being out there, and American people walking around their own suburbs with open carrying.
So what do you get when everybody's got a weapon? What do you get?
Throwing bullets. People throwing bullets.
That's what you got, buddy. That's 50. Well, look at there. At Geo 1953. What a year. Came in with a $20 donation. It said, "Hi, John. Happy birthday early." Well, Geo 1953. I appreciate the shit out of that. Yeah. Great year, by the way. I heard.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
Happy birthday, dear John.
No, my birthday, for those that are asking in the chat, no, my birthday is Saturday, on the 24th. I will celebrate the 52nd anniversary of my 21st birthday. So, you know.
Another trip around the sun, John.
Another trip around the sun, buddy. Yep, another year older and deeper in debt, as the song goes. You know.
Before you bring your next guest up, I'll just throw this little one in here. 16,000 last week, up to last week, had cancelled their FIFA tickets to go to America. 16,000 cancellations. There's been 25 cancelled reservations in Kansas City alone, within the metropolitan area or the city area of motels, hotels, and those sorts of accommodation.
Right.
So it's going to hurt America. Trump is hurting America. Besides business-wise, he's hurting you tourism-wise.
He's hurting us on
tourism
every level,
billions.
on everything on the world
and
stage.
Why?
And here at
and
home.
Why? What's the ultimate goal, do you think?
All the polls say he's tanking. You know, not enough. Not enough. I check the damn news every morning to see the big decision, but no, it's not there. But you know, it's there's no telling. I don't know. I do have I don't know. The two things he's done recently, Venezuela and this Greenland thing, neither one of them working out the way that he envisioned it. In Venezuela,
or are they, John? They might be working out just the way he wants them.
And maybe so. Maybe so.
How do you say? Please explain, love.
Oh, well, I'm just saying that sometimes what it looks like he's doing isn't really what he wants. He's looking for a different end.
So it's like sleight of hand, like a magician looking at the
Sort
left
of.
hand with the right hand's thing. Yes, like we didn't notice what's happening in Gaza. We didn't notice a lot of things that probably happening that we haven't realized yet.
Yeah.
Well, for
We haven't
instance,
noticed
like
Epstein.
the amount of money that the Trumps, plural, have taken in since this
Oh, Lord.
second
Oh yes,
administration.
1.1
And what's Jared
billion
Jared
dollars.
Kushner
3
doing back
million
in the
from
picture again?
licensing his name overseas since his election. Just the name Trump. 23 million. Right? Because they're doing golf courses and different things and like
Yep.
they always
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
What
And
else
I
is
ask
there?
again, what's Jared Kushner doing back in this shit again? Why are we
Well,
seeing
because he
Jared
never was
Kushner
out
again?
of the shit. He's always been in the shit. He's back there doing
Yeah.
the deals. He's doing these deals. They're making
He's making
28
deals,
million
all
from
right.
Amazon for a documentary about
why do
Melania
all
Trump.
the deals I think he's doing have dollar signs in them, and they all go to him or to Trump?
Jared Kushner has become Donald Trump's business manager to a large degree.
Yeah.
He's doing
Right.
business on behalf of Trump.
But here's the thing: is half of these are either payoffs for something that somebody wanted, or a way of giving an election type donation
Yeah.
without it being an election type donation.
It's corrupt. It's corrupt money.
It's corrupt all the way around. But at this
Yep.
point, it's up to I think 1.5 billion just of the stuff that's obvious, not the stuff that's hidden, because there's hidden crypto crap that you can't see.
And all I've seen since this man's been elected, and which I can understand, is I've seen no new policies that have helped Americans. I've seen nothing in his kill policy that Biden brought in, like the infrastructure plans. A lot of that stuff that was underway, he's killed it and taken the money away. He's spent billions upon billions on ICE just to achieve a personal goal. He doesn't care if he spends all your money on beating you down. He only cares about getting his personal wealth happening and having Gaza. He's going to live forever, this guy. He's going to have the top condo in
Don't say
Gaza
that.
and at living at 110 years of age, because it's going to take that long. But
Kiss
all
my
I've
ass,
seen
Dave.
since he's been president, I've only seen American people being beaten, intimidated, humiliated, homes invaded. I've seen mercenaries run the streets of America. I've seen people being put in dog kennels type prisons that don't deserve to be there. I've seen Americans locked up. I've seen American
we
Native
lost a lot,
Indians
haven't we?
locked up. I've
That's
seen
the
the
view from the
Constitution
outside.
bashed, civil rights, human rights, U.S. citizens
That's
being
the view
treated
from the
like
outside,
animals.
baby.
Tell
Thank
us
you,
what's
Donald Trump.
Tell us what's really eating you, Dave.
Yeah, let us know how you really feel here, Dave. No, that's the
All
view
right.
from outside. The world
Time
can
out.
see it.
It's
The
sad.
world can see it. We're not the only ones. And we're not the only ones in this fight. That's why the world is in this fight. That's how come we have Dave in
Frustration.
the room. We have others from around the world. Because people are concerned. As well they should be. Look at the shit we
got to
just
say
had
the
with
midterms.
NATO. Over Greenland. Over a bunch of bullshit. Hello, Blaze. Jump right in here.
Hey, what's up?
Hello, Blaze.
Doing all right?
Yep, I'm doing I'm breathing. All right, I'm breathing.
There
My
you
eyes
go.
are open and my heart's
There you
beating,
go.
so I'm doing just
You
fine.
take 'em as you
just
come, man.
fine.
There you go.
Yep.
It's most you can hope for every
Well,
day.
you're-
Sometimes.
At your age, you'd want to be. I hope you would be.
Yeah, exactly. So, also, my opinion on everything. The speech mainly. Now, as for the Jack Smith thing, I actually haven't watched that yet or seen it yet, but I did see that speech, or most of it, as much as I could
The
tolerate.
Davos speech.
Yeah, well, no, Trump's speech in Switzerland.
I mean,
Trump's
yeah,
speech in Switzerland.
in Davos.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're entering the American century of humiliation. That's what's happening. This dumbass is humiliating this entire nation in front of the whole world on one of the biggest
Indeed.
stages. Congratulations, America. You fucked up.
Big
You
time.
fucked up real
Big
good.
time. Big time. And really to this day I don't understand why. Because they feared a woman president? Is that what it was? Because
Yep, That and Americans are very easily manipulated, it seems. Very
You know,
easily manipulated and duped.
But
As Russia finds out.
eventually they see the light. And that's where we're at now. A lot of people are going, hey, wait a minute, we didn't vote for this shit. You know, because that's all we've had since he got back in office is a bunch of shit. Not only here in the United States, but around the world. He's turned, you know, everything.
He's like your drunk parent at a sporting event yelling in the bleachers, embarrassing the hell out of you.
Yeah, you just want to ease away.
Yeah.
And you can't. You know, everybody knows that's your parents. That's our guy up there rattling on. In 1 year.
And especially, continue, my apologies.
Go ahead.
Well, oh, yeah. God almighty, yeah. So, in my area, I don't know, so many people in the Appalachian region of the southern United States have fallen for Donald Trump and his bullshit twice. And I actually have another point to make after this. But if some rich boy from New York came down here and acted the way he does, any other person, they would have some very choice words for him. They'd have some very choice words for him.
How come he gets away with it? How come he gets away with it down, with these people?
He's as bigoted and hateful as them. That's how he gets away with it. Number two.
There's the cell job. The maggots came out from underneath their rocks when Obama was elected, and that's who we're talking about. I mean, you work it all down through the filters and everything, that's who's left. It's the racist, bigoted assholes. That's who his base is. That's who maggots are. The ones that just won't turn loose of him, baby. Come hell or high water, whatever he does.
They are a minority, and that's the problem. This minority has control.
And they're trying to do as much damage as they possibly can. Not only him, this whole administration. It is a nightmare movie. You could sell this whole plot and sell it as a nightmare for a country. Because that's what we're going through.
There are many Dems that should carry the burden of this that put on America, because many Dems have failed their true, what they were elected to do, save democracy and uphold the law. And there are Democratic Congress and Senate people out there who have failed the Democratic Party because of the dollar sign. And this is the money in politics again. It's all going to come back to money. And whatever road you go down, it's going to end up the junction of money and politics.
That's where we are in this country, Dave. Since Citizens United and other court decisions, it's all about big money. Corporations are people, so donations are, it's, and that's just what's legal. Not to mention what all that shyster deals going on behind the scenes to buy votes, and that's exactly what's happening. I don't know what it's going to take. It's going to involve us. It's going to involve the people of this country. That's going to make this country turn around to where we have
all the wrong people are making money. All the wrong people. You think about who's making money out of this nightmare that's Donald Trump upon America and the world. The people, the wealthy, and those podcasters who are wealthy. They're right, extreme rightists. They're right side politics. I mean. I don't see big flashy studios in many of the leftists, if any. I see most of them in their lounge, their garage, or in some sort of modified room within their home. But you look at these right-sided podcasters, they've been given some money from somewhere to set up a nice studio.
I can't drive in or out of my house on my street without seeing the rebel flag sitting out there.
Okay.
Every day.
Oh, I have a little bit to add on to that. Personally, I don't view them.
They're not cheap.
I don't view them as rebel flags. I view them as traitor flags.
No, that's what that is. It kills me because he has the American flag, he has the Texas flag, and then there's the rebel flag. What the fuck? Make up your mind, because there was an opposing views there of that American flag and that rebel flag. There's a difference in there. Remember, we fought a civil war over that shit. But
There's
no,
a
they're very
link.
proud
There's
of
a
it.
link
They're
in
very
there.
proud of it. You know, he'll tell
There's
you
a link
right
in
to
there,
your face.
John. It's
Huh?
called the Nazi flag. The Nazi flag is the link. You can put the Nazi flag in the middle of those
I'm
two
surprised
flags,
I don't
and
see
that
that.
is.
They'll
Yeah,
sell
I'm
this
surprised we
country
don't
out.
see the. I'm surprised we don't see the fucking Wehrmacht flag being flown by people now. I'm actually surprised.
The Bearmount
And
flag.
also,
Well,
Wehrmacht. That's like
don't
not
educate them about that.
neo-Nazis. Yeah, neo-Nazis will fly that. I've seen quite a few do that because the Wehrmacht was the flag of, well, the Wehrmacht, which was Nazi Germany's armed forces.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a thing that you see
Well-
quite often.
Well, you know, it's called it was called back in World War II, Blaze. It was called the Triad of Evil, which was Mussolini. I forget the Japanese leader's name at the moment. It's
Hideki
escaped my head.
Tojo.
And Hideki Tojo, and well, he was actually like the president, but he wasn't. They have an emperor who was really supposed to be the leader, but yes, Tojo was in control of the country, and obviously Hitler. That was that triad that the world was fighting against. Today, it is, in my opinion, I've said this in the program quite a few times, it's Putin, Trump, and Netanyahu are the new triad of evil. And China on the
I thought they were the
outline.
board of peace.
Well, that's what I was getting to, John. I was getting to China's on the outline, making all these deals with the people that this triad of evil are upsetting. And yes, this triad of evil is trying now to be the head of the board of peace, to undermine NATO, the UN, and create a new world order, a brand new world order of evil, where the rich rule and
Boy,
we, the people, just serve.
There's the words. There's the words. Those are the words we need to remember. They start out our whole Declaration of Independence. I can't remember because I got numbers in my head. Let me thank Julie Snow, who I just saw your comment in the comment in there just a minute ago. Came in with a $5 donation and said, "Hi, John. Despicable how he disrespected our allies. I love Aussie Dave and all the rest of your crew." Yes, I'd see the comment. Thank you, Julie, in there that you've been with us about 3 months. And anyway, I'm glad you feel comfortable in here. And this is a family, baby. And Carolina number one came in with a $5 donation. Said, "Happy birthday, John." Look at her, blazing a trail. He said, "I just turned 75, and in the 70s are hot times." Boy, howdy shit. See, I'm trying to get there. Thank you, everybody in the chat saying happy birthday. I appreciate it tremendously. Yeah, I'm trying to. My kids are on me to try to stay healthy. Did walk my 2 miles today, and the walking ain't bad. It's the and sitting Indian style on the floor. Those are 2 things I do that don't hurt. And any other time, if I stand still, like stop walking and just stand. Oh yeah, no, I can't stand that. My back will start hurting real quick. Anyway, Little B, thank you very much. Welcome to the family. Anyway, let me see.
I actually had a little bit to add on the topic of the Confederacy. Now, I have a theory that I've seen other people, they think this is correct, and I don't know about y'all, but the way we got here the way we got here, of course, is because of things that we did and also shit that we did not do, like punish the Confederates adequately and send their ass to prison. If we did that, we probably could be in a better spot now. But I feel like some of this is due to what we didn't do, things that we absolutely should have done that we did not throughout our history.
Oh, that's a long list. That's a very long list.
That list goes on for fucking eons, yeah.
Yeah. But we've made progress. We've advanced as a country.
Well, that progress has been damaged.
That's exactly
This is
where
the
we
problem.
are now. All of a sudden, this guy comes in and he doesn't want to make progress. As a matter of fact, he wants to back this shit up. And it's obvious as hell.
He wants to widen the gap between the have and have-nots. He wants to make that a very wide gap.
Divide the races. You know, it doesn't matter what divide it is, whether it be racial, financial, political.
Outstanding.
You know,
But if you destroy the middle class,
the name of his game is division, divide and conquer. That's all he knows. Piss somebody else off and get them on your side and get them to hate the other people. That's what he's done to this nation. This isn't the political discourse that we've seen throughout our years, decades of political discourse through this country. Not until he came along did it get so vile, so racist, so
ugly,
homophobic. Yeah, everything. Indeed, Jeanette Miller, divide, conquer, old tactic, baby, and that's what he's using.
You think about the other industries that are going to suffer, John. Hollywood. You think about Hollywood. America's built a lot on Hollywood, and Hollywood is who's going to come there and make movies? Who's going to want to make movies in Hollywood? How are you going to make happy movies in Hollywood? America's so fucking miserable.
No,
and
they don't want to even come here to visit. Why the hell would they come here and want to make movies?
Exactly. It's going to hurt in many ways.
He's hurt us in many, many ways. Indeed.
Your job numbers were very bad, I believe. Is that right? You had a bad job numbers release? I
believe the last
because
job
no one knows those
great.
numbers.
Huh?
But yet he's out there spouting that he's made more manufacturing jobs than any president.
That's a blatant lie.
Yeah, he spouts everything is grand here in the United States. The more jobs than ever before. The economy's doing great. Inflation is down. Gas is like 50 cents a gallon. I don't know what he's saying out there. $1.
And you know why?
Because he thinks people are going to believe him. And the
No,
maggots will.
People were saying when Biden was president, which you did have, you had the most desirable economy in the world.
What happened?
When Biden was president. And that statement was made. It's like the Nobel Peace Prize. Obama got one. He wants one. So all these two areas are giving a lot of his attention.
Yeah. Yeah, you think, yeah. He's got a hard on for Obama. He really does. He hates him. He wants he wants to outdo
He's going to be the best.
It's not possible.
And that's what the NATO leaders know about him. They know
he puts his fucking name on. Nobody believes this shit.
His ego is his motivating force. That's his motivating ego.
Yeah.
And if you want to make money and get on with Trump, you gotta pat him on the ass and say you're great.
Yeah, it's time to tell him, hey, that ass is too fat. Get out of here.
Right?
Well,
it is. It's time for the Republicans to stand up to him. I don't know when they plan on starting. It's not sustainable.
Time to stand up, yes. I mean,
it is.
He's done so much appeasable shit. I'm gonna say it because everyone seems to avoid saying it. But if Biden done 1/10 of this shit, he would have been not impeached, he'd been locked up.
Hell yes. Hell yes. And that tells you the situation we're in right now with our, not only the man that sits in our house, but the administration we have. Do we have a Department of Justice? Hell no. We have a personal vendetta team against anybody that did anything wrong against Trump. That's what we have a DOJ for. Not to investigate crime or to deliver justice. No, baby. It's to go after whoever Donnie wants them to. We have a Department of State that's just willing to fall all over Netanyahu's ass to do whatever they want over there in Gaza. This ain't good, baby. We're not looking good on the world stage. And I'm not too damn proud of this shit. And I'm sure you're not either.
No American is.
No. And let me thank Vicky. Vicky T4T came in with a $20 donation and said, happy birthday, John. Vicky, thank you very much. And Gregory Brown came in with a $20 donation and said Jack had them mumbling and stuttering, and it was good to see. Jack held his ground, baby. Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, they tried to trip him up, and he will not be tripped.
No, that man's on top of his shit. I can see why he was selected as a special counsel. I mean,
steadfast.
Well, the guy, in actual fact, I think that's what hurt him when he was initially employed to do the job as special investigator. What did hurt him, I think, that he didn't speak a lot. I know he couldn't speak, and because he put himself in an awkward position of he's always being partial and all that sort of stuff. But he could have had a little bit of interaction with the public, left and right, to show he's human. Because when he was doing this investigation, he did seem very distant from the people, and I think that hurt him a little bit in respect of his
but what's
I
his
reputation.
job?
disagree
But
with
now,
that, Dave. I disagree with that.
I
The one
do
thing you
too.
don't do is talk to the public about stuff that isn't supposed to be out there yet.
Yeah.
He's
no,
working
you
on
only
it.
have to
I
say
think
little.
him being very tight-lipped was proper.
It's
of
what it was proper. It was proper legal procedure to not talk
I
about it.
understand that. I understand that. But generally, let's put it this way. Trump is using a different court, and an unfair court. He's using a court of public opinion because Trump has no barriers and no rules, and he will say what he wants to say, whether it's ethical or not ethical. He will say it. Whereas,
Right,
yes,
but you
I understand saying Jack Smith was being ethical, very ethical.
Right. You don't
But the problem
respond
is,
to stuff like that, though. You just don't. You don't respond to it. You don't get pulled into it. To the clown.
my
court.
statement was a statement of observation, not of fact. Whether you agree or disagree is your prerogative. But I'm saying here, though, is that in this case, the American people that supported Trump were the ones that needed to be swung over to the left. And
That wasn't going to
they
happen
didn't
at
use it.
all. It's not going to
No.
happen at
I understand that.
American.
But it's an observation that I think
And again,
now
he
that Jack
stated
Smith
today
is
he
talking,
doesn't do politics, Dave. He does not do politics. He doesn't get into
I seen that. I understand that. But him coming out and talking these past few days and being public has gained him a lot of respect. Respect he
but
didn't
he's
have.
doing that public in a very secure and, a format that he's not talking to necessarily out there talking to reporters about everything.
Right. He's in front
They
of Congress.
asked him to come in. He's answering questions. I think someone did try and ask him about something, and I think it was about because they
I
didn't
wish we
really.
had a whole lot more like him.
Yeah, they didn't. I forget what the term
Yes.
is. They didn't really cancel the case. It's still there, and they asked, would he prosecute it in the future or whatever? And he said, "Oh no, it depends on what the next administration does or wants. He's not in charge of that, and that's the best you're going to get out of him."
So is he now employed by who? Is he out of a job, or is he still on a
He's
retainer, or
self-employed.
is he?
As far as I know, he's self-employed at this point. He and I can't remember the other man's name were starting their own firm, so a legal firm.
Right.
I bet he'll have no shortage.
Because he came from an international legal background, didn't he?
He's
Oh, he's
done
got a lot
a
of
few different
extensive-
things in his career. The last one, maybe the last one, I don't know. He was in the Hague court doing international type law, but
And
he's done other things.
that's the sort of man you need as Attorney General.
Yeah.
But I think if he was appointed, if say
That'd
for
work.
example, if the Dems got into power, if they put Jack Smith there, that would really look political. That's the sad part about it.
And that's
it
what
would
the
look-
Republicans would claim. But is he qualified? Yeah, I think so. I think so. You think he'd make a damn good one myself.
Well,
Hey,
I
let
don't
me-
know. Go ahead.
I want to thank a Blue Dot in Idaho. Outstanding. Came in with what else? $4.20 and said, "Play that funky music, birthday boy."
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow.
That's what I think every time I hear Donnie speak. Every time I hear him speak, That's
Hey.
what's going through my shut the fuck up. Because he's going to go on for an hour or more. That's what he does.
Yeah, he's gonna start. He's gonna just start sundowning randomly, and he'll say words. They don't mean anything, but he will say words.
Lots of them.
I was glad to see Stephen Colbert the other night. Every night, actually, in his monologue before the show, he says, "And where's the Epstein files?"
Yes, he
Because
does.
we've not been talking about it. We have been doing the bidding of Trump's big fat fucking mouth and all his associates.
That's
We've
the
not
game
been
plan
talking
with
about
him.
Epstein.
That's what we're doing. That's what I mean.
It-
He needs something in the news, and I'm afraid the next something is going to be Minneapolis. That's what I fear. He needs something in the news that's really bad, they're really big, because the Epstein files
Sacrifice.
is really big and really bad. So you need something to distract, and that's what I fear. You know.
So the
he's done-
Epstein
Sacrifice
files
City.
right now are, federal prosecutors in the Southern District of New York are overwhelmed, reviewing and redacting more than 2 million files tied to Jeffrey Epstein. Up all the way up from attorneys all the way up through senior leadership, apparently, diverted from other major cases to protect the victim information, slowing prosecutions, including those involving Nicolas Maduro, following Epstein-related cases like that of Ghislaine Maxwell. So they're all hands on deck, supposedly, with
Yeah, yeah. I
trying
think all
to
them
go
hands are
through everything.
scratching their ass at the rate that we're getting any
Fucking
information.
hell. How many times is his name in these files? They've been redacting
know.
and blacking out shit for months.
They're redacting the victims, supposedly, this time.
Yeah.
But
And now the
Who do they
the other
consider
part is,
victims?
after when they first came in, and was it Pam Bond? You said they're on my desk, blah blah blah, or whatever.
Yeah.
Did they just do 52 pickup? Did they just make a mess of those files so that nobody could sort?
Just throw them out on the ground.
Yeah.
Just, you know.
I mean, is that what they
Fucking
worked
big
really
desk.
hard on?
big desk, massive desk, eh? I can
Yeah.
tell you now how many victims, if you say that they're redacting victims, in return to that is how many fucking victims are there? Give me a break. They're redacting people that are paying the money or in the right position or
That
are the
too.
right people.
And
If you're
yes,
if
that's what's the problem with this is we're talking about world leaders. We're talking about politicians, rich, very wealthy people.
We're
People
talking about money.
Money, lots, big
yes,
money,
there's a big
money.
big
And
money
what
trail.
And if you
what
got
money
big
gets
money-
to do is it gets to
Yep.
have a whole different level of right and wrong in what they get away with, and they can buy anything they want and feel like they can do anything they want.
and
And
get
guess what?
lawyers and
It,
delay
uh,
everything
Long time.
Did
until
not
you
the
get
banks
distracted.
flag? Did not the banks flag the FBI $1.5 billion in transactions that the banks thought were suspicious were flagged to the FBI? There's a list of all those transactions. That list has been bandied around from, and I
Right.
think that is what the list is referring to, because it's a list of people that have put money into Epstein and Trump's accounts. That this
Possibly.
$1.5 billion is circled, not possibly, it is involving Trump and Epstein, basically by people. Well, this current Congress thing that's going on where they're questioning Patel, that has been brought up, but no names were mentioned. But certainly Trump and Epstein, as a triad with the banks, have been mentioned. And Patel can't give numbers because that's an ongoing investigation. So this ongoing investigation thing as well is going to cover up a lot of stuff that they won't want to show us because it's an ongoing investigation. And how long can that investigation go on for? So it's perpetual. It's a perpetual cover-up.
Well, there's that. There's
Imagine-
all tactics. Yeah. But, I
There's-
mean, anybody
you'd be
right
operating
now in
now.
my mind that is still behind Trump and in his administration and is still spewing the lies and making up more lies, they're going to go down in history in a really bad way because they're all, complacent and accomplices at this point.
Yes,
hiding
history's going to hurt these people. They think, well, oh, I'm dead and buried then. But how don't you care about what your nephew or your niece or your grandchildren feel about you? Yeah, obviously not.
Obviously
Obviously
not.
not.
They don't think that way. Yeah. They don't think beyond their
It's,
own selves.
and that's why Hitler's family's out there in public saying we're relatives of Hitler. Oh, yep. You see them out there all the time, don't you? Yeah, I'm
Well,
a
the other
long relative.
wave is they're in so deep they can't back out now. They got to go full
Exactly.
in.
A lot of them are mostly so deeply emotionally invested they can't turn around. It's just one they got to make peace within their own mind, and some can do that and some can't.
Yeah, well,
They
they're
make
betting
their
on
own.
winning is what they're doing, but we'll see how that works out.
Well, over history, it hasn't worked out well. It has been an operation has been in on like worked maybe for 5 years, 6 years, 8, 10 years, but eventually they fall down. But when they do fall, they fall very dramatically, like every
Mhm.
dictator regime we've seen, like the Gaddafi regime, the Hussein type regime. They all fall down dramatically, and it's
Yeah,
ugly.
they do a lot of damage in the meantime.
Yes, they do. And the damage the young ones today, like the 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12-year olds that are seeing what they're seeing today are going to be grown up damaged. They potentially it's been a mill for making kids decide now whether you like black or white. And that's what they're doing to the children. Do you like white American or do you like immigrants? Pick.
Yeah,
Ugly
it
to
is
do to
ugly.
your children.
It's
And
ugly.
it's like we say about the perpetual wars in the Middle East over religion, and they keep making new members for these terrorist groups because they're killing the families of these members on ongoing war. But no one can sit down and stop it because there's always revenge, 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 revenge. And revenge is built on more revenge and built on more revenge. It's a fucking cancer. It takes two people
It's
from
what he's
both
ate up
sides
with.
involved.
He's ate up
You know,
with
but
it,
you
Dave.
can't sit down with Trump, though. Trump is not the sort of man you can sit down across the table with and negotiate with. The only way you can deal with Trump is, yes, Donald. Okay, Donald. And that's not a man you can do a deal with. That's a dangerous man. That's a Hitler. That's a Mussolini. It's a very dangerous man.
That's
A
what we have
man
in
you
our
can
house.
negotiate with, you got a chance. There's no chance with Donald.
No,
It's
no.
come to Mar-a-Lago where there's no tape recorders, where there's
But
nothing can be recorded.
I gotta say, today's little drastic turnaround did give me a little hope. It did, because the turnaround was drastic. Within hours, he made a complete reversal, and I'd like to know
But that
how
almost
that happened.
always happens when he gets away from the people that surround him in the White House and he sits in front of someone by
With other
themselves
sensible
and he
people.
comes out different because he actually listens to them.
Well, he needs to do that a little bit more, doesn't he? Hey, let me
He
thank
needs to
Tammy.
be away from Stephen Miller a little more.
Yeah, way away from him. Tammy Diaz, who came in with a $2 donation and said, "Happy birthday, John." Well, thank you, Tammy. And oh Lord, my screen went away. And it did not pop up, but I want to thank Andrew Matheson, who came in with it had to be I'm thinking it was a $73 donation. Thank you very much. It did not pop up, and I checked, and because it dinged on my phone that I had gotten a PayPal donation. So thank you very much. I appreciate that tremendously. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing.
But I want to say, look, guys, the Black Panthers being out there and being armed in your suburbs with AR-16s is not going to help the situation. It's only going to give Trump ammunition. We need the midterms. I mean, I don't know how far the midterms will go. If you have a blazing win for the Democrats, and if it's a landslide, I don't know whether that'll have an effect on the government anyhow. Because
Oh, it's going to have
somehow
an effect. Oh yeah. Oh no. If we take the midterms, if we take the House, I'm hoping at this point for the Senate, but I'm more confident in that we're going to take the House, and when we do, then that's going to open up the door to a lot of investigations. You want to see investigations into this shit, you're going to see them.
Yeah, but before we can take for granted that we're having midterms, we have to make sure we have midterms. We have to be
Yes.
involved.
Exactly.
You have to make sure people are registered and people know what's going on and how they're going to vote,
Indeed.
and where they're going to vote, when they're
Indeed.
going to vote. And yeah,
That's
every,
And
what-
that
every person needs to
information,
vote.
that information will not be as easily accessed as it was in previous decades of
Not at
elections.
all.
You'll have to do some homework yourself to find out, because a lot of counties who are Trump supporting counties will not put out the information you need to know that you used to. They're going to hinder you in every way they can to stop you from getting to a polling booth or making a vote, whether it be, I don't know, is mail voting still a thing now, or what's that?
They're
story
trying
with
to
that?
make it not a thing, John, or Dave, but it depends on, each state has different regulations on that. So it's state by state.
State.
Right.
Although I
states
think
run
Trump
their
did
own
try
elections.
and get it, talk them into like, well, it should be a federal thing that nobody gets to vote. But I don't think he's
Yeah.
allowed to do that.
Yeah. He's still hanging out there to get that fucking martial law happening. Because I think if the martial law happens in one state only, does that affect the whole of the midterms of the country, or does it just affect the midterms of that state?
If what?
So if he
I'm
puts
sorry.
martial
What
law,
was the question again?
if he puts martial law in Minnesota, does that mean that the other 49 states don't have elections? If martial law is in Minnesota in the midterms,
I'm sure.
I
does
think
that mean?
the only thing I can say about that is it depends on what he declares the martial law is for. Otherwise, it would just be a state. But if he's making it broader, which he's trying to, he's calling all of us terrorists, that would make it countrywide.
So he's got to label. He has to label the Democratic Party a terrorist party.
Even if he tried to do it just on one state, how would that work with the election? Do we just go ahead?
Yes, that's what my point.
With the election without that state? I don't think
That was
so.
my question. I don't know whether I asked it right,
I don't.
but that was my basic question.
Each state has their own constitutions that have
Right.
things to. And this is an unknown because it hasn't happened before like this.
We haven't been in this position before.
So it's all new territory.
Hello, Jorge.
Good evening.
Hey, what's good, Mr. Tire Biter?
Well,
hi, Jorge.
When y'all were talking about Jack Smith and starting a law firm, he ain't just starting a law firm with just some guys, He's starting a law firm with Tim Herfey, who was the chief investigative counsel for the House Select Committee on January 6th, and Thomas Wyndham, who is a veteran federal prosecutor who worked with Smith on the Trump election interference case, and David Harback, who also worked on the election interference case. These are, these are some hot rod guys, and they've been working together for a while, so they know each other's moves, I think if I needed some lawyers, this would be a bunch that, if I could afford them, I'd go after.
Well,
did you
very powerful party.
Did you see Jungle Jim Jordan today?
I've seen bits and pieces of him. Oh, that guy's Mr. Drama.
That guy who never passed the bar examination is going to take on Jack Smith.
Yep.
He has such a slappable face.
He's an embarrassment. He is.
He just needs to go to the locker room and rub something on his knee or something, I don't know.
There you go. Bravo Chick just came in with a $5 donation to remind us that elections, there it is. Elections were held through the Civil War, World Wars, and the deadliest pandemic in a century. Martial law will not stop elections. Martial law won't. I'm afraid Donald Trump will try. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I worry about, though. Is violence breaking out? Him implementing
declaring martial law,
implementing the Insurrection Act, and here we go. And I don't see Republicans willing to stand up to him. I don't know what happened to the Republicans. You know, they're
Well, I guess
cowards.
they figure if Trump stays
They're-
in power, they stay in power.
well, that's the only way. That's the only way. I think. I
Oh.
think once we cut down, I think the population of this country, you know, and they are wising up to what we have in our house: a lying, stinking, cheating thief, and you know, you can see
Well,
it in
now, I
all
don't
the
know
poll
how
numbers. Across, I don't
how
care
much
who you're looking
faith you
at.
have in the Time magazine poll, but it came out today, and he's at 28%.
28%.
28.
And there's your maggot crowd. There's your maggot crowd.
He's
25%
60,
hits. That's
60
solid core
something
maggots.
percent underwater. You know,
Sport
on
Trump.
everything.
That kind of shit. You can't. Those are the maggots that came crawling out from under the rocks. In my opinion, they're misogynistic. They're racist. They're homophobic. They're just ignorant as shit. And
he's losing the suburban mom.
yes, yes.
He's losing the young men, even. You know, the young testosterone-laden guys are beginning to figure out that, you know, this guy, he ain't
He's an
right,
idiot.
you know?
Yeah, he's an idiot. He makes an idiot out of himself. He can only puff up so much before you call his bluff, and that's what happened in Davos. I really would. I'd love to hear what went on behind them walls between
I
the
think
time he gave his
he
speech.
acted like an idiot 1,600%.
Yes, yeah.
Well, either way, we know he got a beat down, and he got a beat down he deserved from the European leaders, but he still came out afterwards and said, "I'm your savior." He sounded like he was a fucking god.
He declares victory even when he loses. He declares
He had a
victory.
shot at Norway, still had a shot at Norway about not getting the Nobel Peace Prize. He put out 8 wars and all this sort of crap. He's still that same shit. And I'm sure those guys in the room were busting to have a good laugh, but they didn't laugh out of respect to America. Not for that man. They didn't laugh out of respect for America.
Who was he? I can't remember who it was. I think it may have been a Denmark politician who was on the stage and just flatly came out and told Donald Trump, "Fuck you."
Fuck you,
Did y'all see that?
I think it was the Danish Parliament.
Danish Parliament.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the
so.
little video clip of it.
Well, actually, in fact, I think it was more than Danish. I think it was something a little bit more international than that, because they made him retract his word "fuck you." They pulled him up on it, and he had to, I think, redact his words or retract them, and
That's
say,
all right.
you know, stuff you.
It's on tape.
But he's got his words in there on tape. Yeah,
We all heard it.
Yep.
We got it in there. Hey, thank you, Julie Snow, who came in with $2 donation, said, "Happy B-Day, John." And Miller is the mastermind. You know he is, the little evil bastard.
Oh, evil
he's the
bastard,
little,
isn't he?
oh, man, from the word go.
Have you seen him on TV blowing up when it doesn't go his way?
Yes.
He's the Nazi personified bitcher boy. Swastika, I'm
poster
sure,
child.
tattooed on his ass.
You know,
Oh.
every time you see him, you're right. Every time you see him on TV, he's the poster child for what, you would think a
Nazism.
Nazi is. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He even looks it, I swear. That frown all the time.
Yeah.
He's got that mean look on his face, like you're gonna do what I say or what it. That authoritarian look he's got. Yeah, don't work. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, he's the one to be saying shoot him in the legs and that sort of shit. That's Miller feeding Trump.
Yeah.
I mean, Trump's evil enough as it is, but him to be sitting down with Miller with a cup of coffee and thinking, what can we do today to upset the American people? It would be astonishing what they come up with. Miller would. I'm sure there are some people in the White House, though, that are pulling Trump back a little bit, because I'm sure Trump would have done more than he's done, be more aggressive than he's been. There's more evil in Trump than it's been unleashed. There's people around him still pulling him back from the premises of, maybe pulling the troops out and the people, or having ICE have the ability to shoot people willingly. I mean, at the moment, they're not told they can shoot willingly. They're being told they can bust any door down they want, home, whatever it may
Go ahead
be.
and search your house without a
They
warrant.
snatched some American's
Look.
partner from a green card meeting, which they were having with the doing the right thing. Pulled her out the chair and said, "Come on." And she was in the fucking immigration department doing the green card interview thing, which was she was halfway through, not the interview. She'd been halfway through the process of becoming American citizen, and they dragged her out, and she's gone. And this guy was a Trump supporter, and that's how I got to know the story, because this guy was a Trump supporter. His partner was snatched. You know? So I don't give a fuck whether you're a Trump supporter or not. If they'll just snatch or kick your door down. They are bulldozers. They are the SS. They are the Gestapo.
They are the
Label
brown
them what you
shirts.
want.
That's what they act like. The brown shirts. You put Hispanics
And
in
that's
place
Miller.
of Jews, and you got the same thing. And he's brought that hatred, for immigrants. That's what the word they use, but it's they're brown
brought
people,
fear.
baby. Huh?
He's brought fear. He's brought fear, not in just the American people. He's brought fear into people saying, I don't think I'll travel to America this year. I hope my relatives are okay, but I'm not going to go there.
Oh, tourism in this country has really dropped. Has really dropped. Investment in this country, I don't give a shit what he says, is down. People don't,
absolutely.
He keeps
No one
talking about
invests
all
in
sorts
an
of
unstable
shit.
country.
Yeah. Why would you
the
invest in
first
an
time.
unstable country? Do whatever you have to do to. I had a thought in my head and then it dropped.
Do what you have to do to survive. Do what you have to do. I mean, these CEOs of
No,
countries.
if I'm talking about Trump, it's do whatever lie you have to do to get through whatever.
Cover up your.
Yeah. To get you through the moment, pull whatever you have to out of your ass. And that's
Because
what he
knows
relies
the
on.
uneducated.
He
The
relies
uneducated
on.
will believe him.
He thinks he can just sit there and say words. Do I own a snow shovel? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Indeed, I do. I didn't use it
that's
for
like
snow,
what I said.
but yes, I do. I still
like what I
have
was saying.
I have the shovel I used to have to shovel donkey shit, and I still have the shovel. Anyway, where was I?
Go on, Blaze. Blaze, what were you saying?
Yeah, what you said earlier, John, is saying words. That's what I was saying earlier. Trump's whole thing is, what if I just say words that it's like he's an AI trying to imitate an intelligent person. What if I just say
changes
things?
subjects every 5 seconds? It's a new subject. It's a different tangent that he gets off.
But
on.
he's an expert. He's an expert in everything, though.
Yeah, he's an expert.
Nobody
at
knows
bullshit.
like he knows. Everyone, I like to know who everyone is. They all say, you all know, you've all seen. Who are these? Who are all these people? Because every one of his interviews, it's everyone's giving it evidence, but no one's asking, where's this evidence coming from? Where are your facts and figures coming from?
We all know. Out of his ass.
Yeah. Yep.
It's
On the
like
spot.
saying,
Whatever I think.
we're gonna get discounts on drugs 100%, 200%, 600%. He pulls the numbers out of his ass. He just thinks that people will just believe whatever he says. We're gonna get 600% discount. Yeah, I want to see that deal. I could use that kind of
The
deal.
poorly educated.
Yes,
Poorly educated understand it.
that's the ones he's going after. But like I said, his core, his base, is the racist, misogynistic, homophobic assholes who came crawling out from under their rock. When Trump came in on the scene, when Obama was president, when Trump came in, he allowed them maggots to crawl out from underneath their piece of turd shit life they got. and display their shit all over town. And they're hanging on. Their man's back in the house.
I see DJ Mosley down there. We haven't heard from him for a while.
I had him. Oh, look at there. I invited him up a minute ago.
He always had a big voice.
DJ's always got something to say.
Yeah.
There
But
he is.
generally,
Hello, DJ.
Hey, John.
How's it going, brother?
hi DJ.
Hi, how you doing? Accidentally hit
All right.
decline instead of accept because my mind is so destroyed in the last week. I had surgery and had my knee replaced a week ago,
Oh, shit.
Monday,
Oh, shit.
and I've been on antibiotics and painkillers and everything else, and it's like living through the world is just fuzzy to me. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe those painkillers are getting you through the Trump nightmare for the last week.
Well, they only
So
give you one
you're lucky.
prescription of those. They only give you one prescription of those. They don't allow you more than a few days of that. But no, I was just thinking about what you guys were talking about with respect to martial law. The Congress of the United States has to agree with the president in order to invoke martial law. And no, the president cannot invoke martial law on just one state because it's got to be coordinated with the governor and the state officials. And also Congress has to also agree to it, even for one state. So it can
Congress
be
is
evoked.
in the hands of the Republicans.
Exactly. So the question is whether they'll agree with him this year before the elections. But I think, like you said, that will not stop the elections, I hope, anyway. But he
counting on
really
it not.
More state government too. More governors are Republican.
right.
Well, unless it's a landslide towards the left or the right, a transfer of power must go ahead. Now, if it's a close election where there's only a couple of, meaning this particular state, let's say Minnesota, is required for a decision on a winner, then there'll be no transfer of power. But if there's a massive landslide away from the current power, then there should be a transfer of power. Is that right?
Well, it should be, but I'm not sure that if you're saying if Minnesota was in martial law, as the clump.
Yeah,
Trump-
assuming Minnesota has got no election. Let's assume there's no election in Minnesota. If the midterms go ahead, if the other 49 states have their elections, and if there's landslide towards the left, those get transferred, obviously. But in a general election, if you got martial law in one state like Minnesota, it's just sort of transfer of power. Unless Minnesota's starting
Are you talking about the midterms or the presidential elections by general election?
General election. Let's take general election. That's what I'm really getting on about.
Well, if you have the midterms, let me start there. All the other states, except for Minnesota, would still put their senators and their representatives
The midterms
there.
are all about state elections. They're not federal
Right.
elections.
Right.
The federal election is the presidential.
I understand that.
Okay, now about presidential election, I think what would happen is that the only thing would be that the electoral votes from the state of Minnesota wouldn't be counted.
So the best way to stop any martial law is by the midterms, obviously, being a landslide to the left, and that would definitely stop any chance of martial law before a next general election.
Let's certainly hope so. Yeah, because
let's hope so. But that
he's
doesn't
got
mean
he's got 3 years.
Yeah.
No, he's got 3 years to try.
Well,
he's got. If this country has any sense, he has less than a year. If the Democrats take the House and we get an impeachment against his ass, and then convince the Republicans to stand up against his ass.
Well,
that's the ultimate goal.
He was going Looney Tunes too, and floating the idea of having 4 terms just recently. He went back on 3 terms, said he wasn't going to do it. Now he's talking 4 terms.
In his mind, he has no. He's king for life. He's the grand poobah. That's it. This is it. until he
well,
dies.
he's king of what? I don't know.
That's what he
If
thinks.
this nation falls under him, he won't have anything to be king of.
And I will say this again, because I've said this before since I first got on this fucking show, since I first started making appearances on here. America, you need to wake the fuck up and realize how neck deep in shit you are right now. That's
Yep.
my
I think,
message
I
to
think
America.
the majority
You
of
are
this country has. I think
You
well,
are
there was
neck
half of
deep.
us that already knew, but I think that I do. I see the numbers. Like I said, doesn't matter what news station you want to turn to or what outlet you check on the online. His numbers are down. His approval rating is shit. People are tired of. He's been in there a year, and look what we've gone through in 1 year.
Well, I got an invitation to participate in YouGov poll, so I'm doing that now in YouGov. Their polls that you see mentioned from time to time. So I haven't had too much on politics yet. If something comes up on politics, you can certainly going to hear my voice in there.
There you go.
I think, but something, I don't know who said this, this simple four-word statement. Someone said, comply and you won't die. Now, that was that an ice?
Okay, there,
That's what
Heinrich.
the
I
right
can't
wing
remember.
says.
Okay, there, Heinrich Himmler is what I'd say that. Okay, there, Goebbels. Okay, Heinrich Himmler. What the hell have we come to?
Yeah, we've
That's
come
the world,
to the
that's
edge
the
of
world
it.
he wants to take us into. Don't think it isn't. Don't think it isn't for a minute. He wants an authoritarian society here with oligarchs. He wants to
Soon,
be I say it all the time. Y'all should know what I'm going to say. He wants the power of Putin. He wants the adulation of Kim Jong-un. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
He wants us all to go nuts every time we see him, put his picture in our house and all that shit. He wants that.
We could only hope that as in all the other societies where the oligarchs ruled, such as in France, that the people rise up and chop off their heads. And that, because it has happened in so many countries.
Well,
I mean, even
and
look at
basically,
Russia.
hasn't he said let them eat cake with
Yeah,
the
that was,
economy the way it is?
Marie Antoinette, yeah.
Yeah,
But even,
They
and
chopped their
remember in
head
the
off.
80s when the wall came down?
Cake wasn't that good a
When
thing.
the wall came down, we all found out that it wasn't a bunch of communists back there. It was a bunch of rich old white men running that damn country, just like he wants here. Russia was never a communist nation. There was all
May
these
I-
rich guys who took all the money. Go ahead.
Well,
Quick
yeah,
question.
the other,
I'd like to.
Go
Apologies,
ahead.
but I would like to have the floor for a second, ladies and gentlemen.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Someone
Time's
in
up.
this chat said they want all-out failure for the Trump family. Yeah, I want all their assets and Elon Musk's assets fucking liquidated and their
They
wealth
should be-
distributed across the United States to the common man.
That sounds good to
Also,
me.
if we let this
Thank you,
bullshit
Trudy.
go on for too long and we do what the citizens of Nazi Germany did and sit on our ass and do nothing, that canton on the American flag, that ain't gonna have 50 stars. That's gonna have 50 swastikas.
Well, the thing I was
We're not going to let that
I
happen.
didn't
though.
post about it, but
We're not
I
gonna
read
let that
about it,
Better
and
not.
that was the thing with the woman who posted on X that she wanted to see Trump tried and arrested and tried and put in jail, and then the Secret Service showed up on her front porch. Did you see that
Yes.
video?
Yes, I did.
Yep.
Well,
Yep. That should
he should
that
be
should speak
arrested.
volumes right there. That should speak
that
volumes.
was
Exactly.
cruel. That was cruel. That was cruelty to a human being, American.
It was horrible, and I mean, it just made me so mad
That's
that I
who he
cussed up and
wants.
down on video that I decided not to post it because I figured I'd see him on my front porch if I posted the video that I created.
Isn't that the world he wants?
Yeah.
That's the world
Yeah.
he wants. Thank you, David.
I
Yeah.
did see another video of a pile of doctors and firemen not allowing ICE into their building. So
Good.
there are some
Good.
people standing up
There-
now, but
Yes, there are more and more people standing up, and good on
Well,
them. Good on them.
you you heard about Hilton hotels and the 3 hotels that were that told ICE in Minneapolis they wouldn't let them come there, and then Hilton decided, well, you're not going to belong to the Hilton name. I would have said, fuck you, Hilton. I don't need your name.
Yeah. Yeah.
No?
Doesn't change a damn
I actually
thing.
mentioned that.
Change
I
the
actually
name
mentioned that
outside the building.
the last show I was on. Actually mentioned Hilton about one Hilton hotel denying ICE access. I didn't know it was 3. I
It was
did
3, and
know
all
that
3 lost their Hilton. They had to take their
Trump made a statement to say to Hilton, well, that's the end of your franchise. So he did have an effect. Trump,
he had an effect. They kowtowed to him. Hilton, these businesses so worried about the bottom dollar, they got no balls. You know what I mean? Except for
that's
Costco.
the problem. Fucking
Costco
money
is
and
the only
politics
one I know.
again. Here we are at the junction of money and politics. You know?
Yeah. And right now you got the corporations kowtowing to the 1%ers, to the billionaires, the oligarchs. So, hotels, Hilton hotels got started in the United States back when the, what do you call it? I guess in the days of TWA, when we first started having commercial air transportation. Hilton created food that was put on the planes to be reheated for the flights. And then that's how they got the money to start their hotel chain, was food on TWA flights.
Boy, howdy.
TWA
Came a long way from them, huh? Hey, let me thank
now they own how many, 20 or 30 hotel chains? I don't know, under the Hilton brand.
Oh, it's a big brand. It's a big number, I'm sure. Hey, let me thank Lady Freedom Rocks, and indeed she does. Came in with the $2 donation and said, keep on rocking in the free world, Blue Dots. Indeed, and we'll let that be our sign off. Keep on rocking in this free world as long as it is free, baby.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
Ready to rock and roll.
Anyway, DJ, thank you for coming in. I got you in here late, but thank you for coming in, brother.
That's all right. Thank you. As I said, my mind has been so messed up with all these drugs that I can hardly
drugs,
get anything right.
Yeah, just say no to drugs.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, well, let me tell you that I was pretty drugged out.
Don't say
over
no
the
to them
weekend.
drugs. Your doctor gave you them drugs for a reason.
Yeah,
That's
true.
I'm glad you got a new knee. You know.
So am I, but here's the thing: I'm in physical therapy now, and it hurts like hell.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's physical therapy's thing. Pain.
Yeah.
What's
It could be called painful therapy.
Yeah. What's a
Physical torture.
Yeah.
Physical
Works
torture.
that way. Anyway, DJ, take care of yourself and come back, brother.
I will. Nice to talk to you guys.
You bet. And Blaze.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming in. Enjoyed it.
You're welcome. I do have a bit of a funny thought that popped in my head. This is
What?
only about halfway. Only about halfway serious. I feel like if Trump just burnt one every now and then, he'd be in a slightly better spot.
I think if the world burnt one every once in a while, that's my opinion, though. But we all have our little idiosyncrasies, I guess, our little habits. But
Yeah, we do.
yeah, maybe that would help. I wish it would. Yeah,
Yep.
if it worked.
Good night,
All right,
everybody.
Blaze. Good
See
night,
y'all
Blaze.
next time.
You bet. Thank you for coming in, babe. And let me see, Jorge.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. How's Nan? I
Oh,
imagine she's doing
wonderful.
well. Outstanding. I know it.
Just on a little close note, Ted Cruz was spotted on a plane going to Laguna Beach.
Oh shit!
And,
Weather's gonna get bad.
Well, and out, this is hitting the Permian Basin, so they're already shutting down operations out there, right?
It's gonna be a bad one.
And if the natural gas goes down, then ERCOT, and so they're Sunday morning in town now, not at Rancho Tire, but in town they're forecasting 8 degrees.
8 degrees.
It has never. I've been here over 30 years, and it has never gotten down to 0 here yet. But by golly, we may get
They're going to
there.
give it a good shot. They're going to give it a good
Yeah,
shot.
Bubba.
Yeah, the forecast here ain't looking too good.
I was just going to say the forecast here for tomorrow night until Sunday noon is 6 to 10 inches, and it's never going to get out of the teens the whole entire weekend.
Yeah, y'all win. Y'all win. Yeah, if it's a battle on who's going to get screwed the most, y'all up north are going to get it worst.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
y'all signed up for that shit. We
Yeah.
didn't.
See, we're not used to this. I think the next on Monday it's going to be bad here, and when I say bad, it's going to get down to about, I don't know, about 28 degrees at night, and then I'm going to warm up to about 34, 35 during the day or something like that for a few days. But
I
that's
was
the
talking
key.
to a woman in Texas today, John, and I told her how much you bragged about how great the weather is.
Well, it
She
was
laughed.
76 and sunny today. It was a beautiful
Yeah.
day today. It was.
Well,
But
here
it'll
today.
go away in a couple of days. We'll have a few days of lousy ass weather, but lousy ass weather to us would be summer for y'all right
week.
now. So
Exactly.
yeah, I'll be the first one to admit it. I'm a wuss. No, I do not do good in cold weather. No, I'm umbilically connected to the temperate zone. I
Gulf
like things
Coast
warm.
guys don't like cold weather.
That's it, buddy. That's it. But
Anyway, there's going to be frost on the pumpkin here at Rancho
Yeah,
Tire Biters.
I
So
imagine there will be, Jorge. Take care of yourself, bud.
y'all take care. We love you, and we'll be talking to you Sunday
And
if
we'll be here,
we're
brother.
still thawed out.
Another year older and deeper in debt, but I'll be here.
That's
All
us,
right.
brother.
All right, Jorge. Take care of yourself. And Dave,
And
the
family.
voice from down under, brother.
Wash.
I hope you know how much you got a fan base in this family. You do.
Oh, that's
That's
nice.
good. I'm glad.
That's more so than I have locally and around my area.
I could
but,
say the same thing, Dave. I could say the same thing.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm lucky I don't have. I'm a bit like you. I've got a few more neighbours than you, John, but I'm certainly not in suburbia. That's for sure. So I'm not concerned about. I'm really around here. Trump's hated for everyone. In America, there's not many Trump fans. I mean, we've got like every country, we've got an underground Nazi party. We've
I
got an
think
underground
there's a
evil.
lot of people in this country that admire Australia. I'm one of them.
But
I would love to.
we have noticed a increase, and you can Google this. Just Google exit immigration from America. The search number is up. So people are looking to leave America. Seriously, some people are taking this so seriously.
Yes.
They are looking to leave your country, not to Australia necessarily. Asia. There's actually a list. There's a list, John, and Asia was at the top. Yeah, that's who are saying, come live in Asia. You can buy for the half of the price of your
Costa
home.
Rica, right
a
down
lovely home, ocean views, all that sort of stuff, and cheap living. Yeah. So people are seriously looking at moving to Asia. Asia may come the new America. It's the question whether Asia wants to filter Americans and make sure there's no Nazis, and I'm sure they will.
No Trumpers.
It won't be easy.
No Trumpers.
That's right.
Don't allow red hats here. Sorry, get another hat. Get another color hat. Come back with a different.
So people are fleeing. I think don't flee America yet, people. Stand the fight, because you have the right.
Baby. That's what we do here.
You have
we
the right.
We stand our ground. That's what I do in my house. Baby.
Good night, John. Good night,
Good night,
Mr.
Dave.
Good night, family.
Take care of yourself, brother. Till next time.
I will.
There you go. And Miss Chick.
Sorry, I've got a rampaging cat. Just all over the keyboards, all
How
over
many you
everything.
got? How many you got?
Just one.
I don't feel
little
sorry for you.
Tasmanian
Nope.
devil, I swear.
No,
Yeah.
I got a shitload of them. One got in the house the other day. Oh my God, we had hell getting that thing out of here. Of course, the dog didn't help because we had to take care of the dog first.
Of
the
course,
dog saw it.
the
It was a fiasco. A lot of fun though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's always fun until somebody gets hurt and bleeds.
Somebody gets hurt. Yep. Yeah. And that's what happened. Anyway, I love them all. That's what we put up with for the love that we get back from them. So it's a small price.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways, we got 9 degrees right here in case anybody cares.
Oh God. I'm going to pray for
It feels like
9
temperature
degrees.
is -11, and for you
Oh,
Celsius people,
Uh-uh.
that feels like temperature is -23.8.
I can't, no, I can't imagine it. I just can't imagine it. And then having to do things in that, man,
Well,
y'all
there's a
got
certain
some,
amount of stuff you can't do anymore at some point. You just can't do it. Just give up.
yeah, that would, well, for me, that's anything below, I don't know. Well, I'll give it to 32 if it's freezing. Anything more than that, no, I don't want to go outside and do shit. And I don't want to do it in the 40s, really. I'm a warm weather guy. So,
Warm.
yeah, anyway.
And
Not to say that I took my kids to see snow. Well, yeah, went and did that just for they'd experience that. So
oh, right.
I run my mouth, but I'd visit. I'd visit in the winter. I just can't live in that. Nope. I'm a sand and sea kind of guy. Anyway,
Well, during the winter, everybody's holiday vacations are usually somewhere south.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody wants to go to
We have a
Florida
lot
or
of what we call
Texas.
winter Texans. Just that migration from the north down to the south during the winter.
Snowbirds. We're called
Snowbirds.
snowbirds.
Yep. Yeah, you can see the nice, a lot of nice RVs coming driving by down here on the highway on their way down to the valley. So, thank you, Jamie.
That's okay. We go away eventually.
We like your company. We enjoy it. So,
That's right.
yeah, yeah. We're pretty friendly down here, I think.
Anyway, I don't have much of anything other than some people liked our stuff, John.
Well, that's the most important thing. Is
It
that
is the
people
most
liked our
important.
stuff. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
We had people
Well,
like Sage L from California, Camille E from New Mexico, Carol Q from Michigan, Bernie B from New Zealand, again another New Zealander,
outstanding.
Francisco R from Ohio, and Greg G from Illinois. They all liked our shit.
Here, bro, baby, we love you. Thank you for loving our shit. Thank you for liking our shit. Thank you for sharing our shit, which I remind you, all them buttons are right down there. You can't miss them. And you could do that too. Maybe Miss Chick will call your ass out. Anyway, it is Thursday. Manana is Beard Bud Friday, so I'll have another exotic beer from Dr. Todd up in Minnesota. And we'll get through Friday, and then we'll look for the week, but be back here on Sunday. And we'll face this shit again. So, but it'll be new shit. So
New shit. It's always
new
guaranteed
shit.
to be new
Always
shit.
guaranteed there's going to be new shit. All right, baby. I love you. Thank you, Miss Chick, for everything you do. Mark, thank you. I don't know what Mark did something, and everybody was going, "That's great, Mark. That's great." And I tried to scroll back to see what it was, but
He's quitting smoking.
Oh, outstanding.
Yes, he's been working at it, and I think he's finally gone over that threshold and quit.
Y'all see me light him up here on the show. I am. Yeah, I'm smoking the cheapest damn cigarettes I can buy. That's one thing, which they don't taste good at all, which is a negative thing. So no, I don't even smoke the whole damn thing. I'll relight it 3 times before I'll throw it away. But it's heavy on my mind. I've been trying to get a little bit more healthy, walking with my kids and whatnot, and that's another good thing. When I walk, I don't smoke. I can't walk and smoke at the same time. Just ain't happening.
And you chew gum.
As long as well, let's see there. I don't chew gum either. My kids know that. Nope.
No, concentrate on the walking.
I don't chew shit you don't eat. What's the purpose? All that chewing and you don't get what? You spit it back out?
Okay.
No. If I'm chewing it, I'm going
Point
to eat
taken.
it. So. There you go. All right, baby. I love you. Thank you for everything you do. And thank
You're
you,
welcome,
Blue Dot
John.
family, for being here.
Good night, Blue Dot
again.
family.
Good night, baby. And again, I want to reiterate the feeling I get every time I start this show with y'all talking to each other, saying hello, and at the end of it, when y'all say good night to each other. That's the soul of this show, baby. And I appreciate y'all so much for it. Anyway, good night, family, and we'll see y'all.